Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Julie Mann, and I show people how they can live healthy, happy, sustainable lives by changing their habits and using cutting-edge products to help them age well. And I'm really excited because today I'm joined by Deborah Rubin. And Deborah does many things. She is a well-being and breath coach, and she's also a yoga teacher and meditation teacher. And I'm delighted to have you on my channel, Deborah. So I'm just going to hand straight over to you because I know today.
Okay.
Talk to us about 3 habits for equanimity.
3 habits for equanimity. This is something that I use all the time myself, and it becomes a habit because, as we know, the brain is very tricky and it'll take us off in all different directions. And the 3 are, number 1, when anything happens, like you're having a discussion with somebody and it's just not going the right way, and you're getting a little bit anxious, or somebody's cut you off in the car, go back to your body and get into your breath. The breath is so crucial for everything, but this is a nice little gift that it has for you because it's there all the time. You don't have to go to the shelf and pick it out. It's just remembering, if I'm not feeling myself, whether it's an emotional, something that's been happening that you just want to get that equanimity back, your breath will bring you back. But going through the body, so feel the sensation, because anytime there's anything going on, we can feel it somewhere in the body. Is it in the throat? Is it in the heart? Is solar plexus? Is it in the lower belly? And so when it's there, it's telling us something. So we can go and we can be present by using a light, soft, easy breath. Close the mouth and just breathe in very lightly and bring yourself back to a place of center. And then another aspect, if it's lodged in the body somewhere, so move. If you can move, if you're out around people, you might just want to move or do something to move the energy, and so that it dissipates. Because if we don't move, it gets lodged somewhere and then it sticks over time. So if we have a habit of moving on an ongoing basis, we're clearing ourselves on a more automatic basis every day of the emotions that can get lodged if we're not moving. So moving is tip number 2, however you want to move. And then number 3 is, whatever the challenge is, what's the gift? There's always a gift, and no matter what's going on, it may look like it's not a gift at that particular time, but you know what? Behind everything, there is a gift. And I call it the sage perspective. Our sage, our inner sage, has got so much more understanding of who we are, but our mind, this little thing that can trick us up all the time, gets in the way a lot of the time. And so getting out of the mind and into the body through the breath, through moving and feeling, allows us to be present and be more in our sage perspective, so we can see, what's the gift in that? Well, I learned something about myself. Maybe I was a little resistant and I didn't want to listen, or I haven't been, I've been sabotaging myself in that, or I haven't really heard the person because it's what I wanted. It's got my ego in the way. Or the event that's just happened, there is a gift. Maybe I need to shift. Maybe the answer is over here, and it's the experience that's just happened is making me stop and then take a look. So use these types of approaches on a regular basis and you'll create the habit. Anytime you experience anything, stop when you remember, because the mind can take you on a journey. And so we're developing resilience, because the mind, when it takes us on this journey, it just keeps taking us on the journey. And then it's hard. It's harder and harder to get back again. So we want to have these little habits that we can create, that we don't really take that much long to realize we're in that particular conundrum that we're in, and we can drop it. When we've got that resilience with our nervous system, we can drop whatever is going on. We can have more self-control, self-control about what it is that's taking us out of our place of equanimity. Because essentially, when we're in the present moment, when we're in that place of equanimity, the sage comes out. And the sage has so much inner wisdom, and that's what you want. You want to be developing that relationship with your sage through your body.
I love that, Deborah. So
Mm-hmm.
it's breathing with your mouth closed, breathing softly,
Mm-hmm.
moving, and then finally looking for that gift. And I guess, you know, what you were saying about sometimes it might not feel like a gift, and sometimes it's with the benefit of hindsight that we can see, isn't it? Perhaps not in that moment, but if we can be curious about what it might be, then we can look at it from a different perspective. I absolutely love that. Gentle and things that don't cost anything at all. Love that.
No.
Honestly, like everything, take practice. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And also feeling, if there's the body awareness, is when there's something that doesn't feel good, it's because there's something that doesn't feel good and it's somewhere in the body. But through the power of our awareness, through the power of our intention, if you focus on that sensation, which sometimes can feel really awful, but your mind has said, this is really awful. If you can just go and feel it, and it may actually be sharp, the sensation might be very sharp, stick with it, stick with it, stick with it, and you'll see that it kind of fizzles away, and you're left with the sage.
Love that. Yes, I guess the mind will always want to get involved and chat about the stuff that we've heard time and time again, you know, endless repetition. But actually, when we can drop down into the body, it's a totally different experience, isn't it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, for those people who are watching who actually don't really know much about Deborah, don't worry, because I'm going to post all of Deborah's links underneath this video. So do check her out, send her a message, you know,
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that.
And also, I know Deborah has her own channel, so, you know, do subscribe to her channel as well. So thank you, Deborah, so much for talking to us. I love your pearls of wisdom. You sage you.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Thank you, everyone else, for watching.
And thank you for chiming in to Julie. She's just amazing. She has so many wonderful tips to give and people to chat with. Thank you.